Hello everyone and welcome back to the Echo Airsoft channel. Today we are going to discuss the VKBO 3.1 set. It's the reproduction from AliExpress. I have it in two colours. I'm actually wearing the multicam version right now, and I also have the version in EMR here as well. So we're going to discuss price point, we're going to discuss quality, shipping times, and I suppose overall durability and usefulness as well. So stick with us. We're going to talk more in depth about both sides. Much of the features are the same in both colours. It's literally just a change of colour scheme, so we're just going to go over what's on the EMR side just while I'm wearing this, show some examples of different things as well. We'll also delve into the quality of the multicam, because I know that sometimes the multicam print, particularly on reproductions from AliExpress, can be quite different. It can look bad and mismatched. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll show you some details surrounding my sets and what I think of them. I've been out for a couple of the game days now, both 24-hour medicines and just normal skirmishes, just an average skirmish Saturday or Sunday, and I field tested them, so I will go further into details surrounding them, and yeah, stick around and let me know what you think, and let's get into it. Now, I have with me here the EMR set. So it comes with three components. The VKBO 3.1 set comes with three components. It comes with a combat shirt, it comes with an outer shirt, and then it comes with a set of trousers as well. They all come together. From the AliExpress store as well, you can buy separate components. So you can buy just the shirt on its own, you can buy just the combat shirt on its own, you can buy just the trousers on its own, or you can buy the three of them as a set, or you can buy, I believe it is the shirt and the pants as a set of two. So initially what I did was I bought the multicam set as a set of three, so I got everything together. I got all the components together, and I think it was €60 shipped for the whole set. Then I got the EMR set. I got that as a set of two with the shirt and the pants. I think that was €37, I believe. I can't remember what the shipping was. I think it might have been around €6 or €7 on top of that. It takes about 4 weeks to get from China to Ireland. Well, it did for me anyway. Later on then I purchased the combat shirt separately. I think the combat shirt goes for €10 if you have an AliExpress code, or you use some of the coins on there as well, so you can get a decent deal on the combat shirt. It's all the same sort of quality. From what I've seen, I've never actually seen the real steel VKBO, but from what I've seen from reference pictures, there seems to be an awful lot of similarities. I can't quite speak for the quality of the reproduction from the genuine article, unfortunately, though. I do have a genuine level 8 jacket, and the combat, the pattern of the EMR is very, very similar from the reproduction as it is on the level 8 jacket. So there is no mismatch there with the colour gradient or the size of the pixels or other colours like that. There is a slight difference. There's always going to be a slight difference between a reproduction and a genuine model. It's not noticeable unless you're really, really close. So that's just something to bear in mind, if that is something that you care about. Me personally, it's not something that I do care about, so it doesn't bother me. So I suppose we start here by looking at the combat shirt. This is it here. So I'll just see if I can go back and give you a good look. So I have a size double XL here. Normally I'm a size large, but I just like to have things a little bit looser on me. So that's why I sized up a little bit. You have the problem with Asian sizes as well. It kind of does affect the reproduction, so I would advise you that if you are buying something, go a size up, just to be safe, because certainly with the combat shirt, if it's too tight on you, it can be fairly restrictive. So my advice to you would be order a size up, just to be careful. So as you can see here, we have two pockets. I hope you can see. We have two front pockets here, and there's nothing on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what the doctrine is in the Russian army at the minute, whether you have to tuck this in to your pants. Personally, I don't do that. It's just comforting for me, to be honest, and I'm not exactly looking to recreate any particular unit or person or standard operating procedure or anything like that, so it doesn't really interest me. So we do have a fairly nice sized pocket. It is closed by Velcro. and it's easy to get in there as well, just for anything that you may need to put in there. Moving on then to the side, there's a space for 2 Velcro for patches and things like that. I have a Russian flag patch and a St. George flag patch on my side here, so I can fit 2 fairly decently sized patches together one by one on top of each other. And then on the inside of the pocket here we have a zipper for any documents or things like that. Normally if I'm at a milsim I'll carry a tourniquet in here or something like that. It's a fairly big size pocket actually. It's probably about twice the size of, well yeah, about twice the size of my hand I'd say, so you can get a lot in there in fairness. It's closed by Velcro, fairly adjustable. I like to have the cuffs fairly tight, so that's why they're so small. And then moving into the under armour, this is a feature that I really like about this. So I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but this is actually a different material in the armpit area. It's like this elastic material, fairly stretchy. So it's very, very breathable, and it is in the camouflage pattern as well, which is nice. It's just one big pattern. It's very breathable. I wore this in the height of the Irish summer, which fair enough, it's probably only about 25 degrees Celsius, and it was very, very cool. It was able to keep it was like moisture wicking material, and in the winter as well, it kind of does keep you warm in the winter. So that's a feature that I actually really enjoy about this this top. It is closed at the front by Velcro, and then there's also a zip. So just to, I suppose one of the downsides that you're always going to get with a Chinese reproduction, particularly from AliExpress, I don't know if you can see it there, there's like fraying on the thread. There's like threads coming off the piece at different points, but look, you're always going to use it with you're going to have stuff happen with use, so that's something that you have to bear in mind as well. I do show the multicam combat shirt. So we have the combat shirt here. Again, the brand is Tactical Outdoor Equipment. I don't think you're going to get anything if you look that up using keywords on AliExpress. So there we go again. We have the pattern, the first third of the shirt. The sleeves are the exact same, so you have your Velcro real estate there for any patches that you need, and we also have the pocket in here. Now the pocket on the combat shirt is a little bit smaller. The actual zipper is a little bit smaller, so it's kind of a bit more difficult to get your hand in. That's certainly what I found with the combat shirt anyway. Same things you would find on a normal combat shirt. Nice separate material from what the arms are. Again, not moisture wicking, I would say. It's like more of a cottony material. And up here, it's just the same material from the back that's under the armpits, so it's just a cotton style material. It's not actually moisture wicking, but it does keep you cool in the summer. I find I wore this in the summer an awful lot, and I got great use out of it. You can tell by the threads there that are coming off it that it is actually getting a bit used. Goes quite well with my Skanda. Review for the Skanda will be up here if anybody wants to have a look. The camouflage pattern is basically pretty much the same as the Skanda, to be fair. So yeah, closed by cuffs as well. And an interesting thing about the combat shirt is in here there is a separate compartment for elbow pads. So you have a space for elbow pads here in the VKBO set. There's also space for knee pads. They don't actually come with the set, so that's something to bear in mind as well. You have to buy the knee pads and the elbow pads separately. They don't come with the set, which is unfortunate. So yeah, that is the combat shirt. Again, you can find them for about between 10 and 12 euro on AliExpress. I'll just quickly show the EMR one as well. I haven't actually used this one. I got this as a gift for Christmas. So and as I say, I have noticed that this is actually an XL. This is just an XL, and it is a little bit tighter than the double XL that I would have. it's noticeable, to be honest. I'm going to have to field test this to see if I'm going to have to go a size up. I don't think it's going to bother me too much, but I am just going to something you have to bear in mind, which is why it gives you that warning at the beginning just about the size difference between our sizes and Asian sizes. So next thing that we can have a look at here is the trousers. So this is the part that I'm most excited about. I get the most use out of the trousers because usually I wear like a leaf suit, or I might have like a partisan upper. Like usually I would wear my multicam trousers with my Spectre partisan top, just do a bit of camo mixing with something like that. So yeah, I get an awful lot of use out of the trousers. The EMR pairs well with my leaf suit as well. It just looks good. I believe there's a short on my page in which I wear the EMR bottoms and the leaf suit. I'll try and pop it up here for you to have a look if you want to see what it looks like paired with the leaf suit. You'll be able to see what it looks like on in a forested environment, which is where I would normally play my games. So here we'll take it by sections. So top section, belt loops, plenty of heavy duty belt loops. I'd say that they're probably 1.5 inches long, possibly 2 inches actually, even now looking at it. I got my rigger's belt in here easy, there's plenty of space, and it is also closed by, there's a velcro pull tab here, you can see that there, like an elasticated pull tab. There we go. So that helps tighten the waist around. So if you do happen to go a size up like I did, you can actually bring the waist in an awful lot. So yeah, I'm a 34 waist, and except for these are double XL, so you can bring the waist right in where it's actually quite snug on me. And then going down from that, then we have our front pockets here. Just 2 front pockets that are sit kind of on your thigh area. Plenty of space in there. I normally store extra magazines or something like that if we were on the move. And then down here we have more pouches at the front right here, again closed by a velcro close tab. I put medic bandages or something in there. Don't really have too much use for them, to be fair. Then on the side we've got cargo pockets. So these cargo pockets are huge, as you can see here, closed by double velcro lip. They can fit anything. I put magazines, I usually put an extra bag of babies if I'm on a skirmish day, speed loaders, anything you want, bottles of water even, medic bits if I'm playing on a medic role, which I did at the last game. Excuse me, which I did at the last game. I was able to fit lots of stuff in there. These cargo pockets are huge. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, so I even have a set of gloves in this one. So there's my Temu gloves. They're still in there from obviously my last game. So yeah, I can fit a full set of reproduction mechanics actually. So moving down then, we have the knee pad area. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up properly. There we go. Okay, so the knee pad area is unique. So the material is actually reinforced. It's almost like a hardened fabric, and it runs up there, straight up the middle here, and on either side of it and above here we have that same breathable elasticated pattern that we've seen on the shirt. So if you have your knee pads in here, which the knee pads are actually fashioned on the inside. So on the inside you stick your knee pad up there, and it's obviously retained at the front here. So I didn't actually know that. I thought it came without the knee pads until I did my research for this video. So you learn something new every day. I didn't even think this included it. I thought that was the knee pad reinforcement there, but no, there is a separate thing for foam inserts. And all around it is the elasticated material that we discussed earlier. For just the extra breathable material for if you do have your knee pads in there and you're getting an awful lot of use, you have that extra breathable material there, and the moisture wicking material, which is great, really innovative. At the bottom then we have another pouch. The layout kind of reminds me of it's just near the ankle. It's just at the end there. You can see that it's held together by a Velcro. The layout of it reminds me of the G3 combat trousers. The style of Predator, I think it's Invader gear. That they make, because it's just filled with pouches on the legs. I don't know what you would ever use an ankle pouch for an airsoft, to be honest with you. If you wanted to hold a tourniquet in there or something, I'm not sure. These pockets don't get an awful lot of use with me. Again, bottom is held together by Velcro, extremely manoeuvrable. I wear a set of lows, and they're able just to wrap around the lows. They don't move at all. I'm sure if you use other high more than ankle height boots, you would also be able to wrap them around, no problem at all. And obviously we have the elasticated material that goes the whole way around. I suppose it would be your lower back section of the trousers. So that's the EMR pattern. I'll actually just give you a closer look at the pattern itself. No, see if I can get that to focus. There we go. So that's just a quick look at the pattern itself. And I'll give you another look at the multicam pattern. There we go. As you can see, it's actually a decent pattern. I find that any of the Chinese multicam patterns, they usually, the subdued browns kind of almost look purple in a way. I have a wind cheater in the wardrobe there, and it actually does look purple, to be fair. So that's just something that I don't like. I think it looks pure gack, to be honest with you. But I suppose you do see reference pictures of guys in the actual Ukraine conflict wearing these patterns, so I suppose in a way it is actually kosher to an extent. But again, I'm just going for comfort over what you're seeing in pictures. I'm not trying to copy what other guys are doing or anything like that. So we'll skip now to the portion of showing what the fit of what it's like on. I'm going to show you both the trousers, and then I'm also going to show you what the combat shirt looks like on. So stick with us, we're going to show that now. Okay, so this is the size and this is what it's like on. I have both layers on at the minute. As it is right after Christmas, sometimes things are a little bit snug, which is alright. We have the Velcro loops in action here with the two patches that I have. Something that I forgot to mention as well, on the rear of the trousers, the knee part area is also adjustable by Velcro straps, so you can tighten it around the back of your knee. Just something to mention, I had forgotten to mention it in the overview. So this is the fit of what it's like on. Again, I say I don't actually tuck any of this in. I have the combat shirt on underneath. Don't know if you can see it there, but I have the EMR is there as well at the side. Again, I haven't got a belt on at the minute, but it is totally adjustable through pull tabs. And this is the fit of the combat shirt. By nature of the fact that you'll be wearing this, you won't see this portion because you're going to be covered with a plate carrier anyway. So just did a little 360 for you to have a look. Yeah, so the fit is just fine for a size up. Probably a bit too snug on me, but that's just the way I like it. So that's what the fit is like. I'm just going to discuss just a general overview and my recommendations as well for the end of the video. So thanks. Okay, so my thoughts. First of all, I suppose, would I recommend it? Absolutely 100%. But it's not without a caveat. So the caveat that I have to put to it is the quality varies deeply. Both of these are from two separate storefronts. Both of these patterns are from two separate storefronts. The multicam one has gotten probably the same amount of use as the EMR one. Particularly around, I'm noticing some fading of the thread lines, particularly around the moisture wicking material. Where I play, it's very thorny. There's a lot of brambles and bushes and things like that, so you are coming up against the elements when you're running through them. I have noticed that the pants do get stuck on brambles and things like that, and they can rip away the fabric. Now, it isn't too much of a problem. You can just take a lighter and burn the thread down and it's just fine then. It's the fact that it happens as well. I have no doubt that I'll probably have to replace these probably within the next year, if not the following year, which is fine by me for the price you pay. But that's the only caveat that I have to this. The other one being the sizing, which I discussed earlier. You do have to be aware of the sizing. So yeah, I absolutely would recommend it because the price you pay is outrageous. €60 for a full set of uniform of 3 components is great value. You can get it particularly around Black Friday and other deals when AliExpress has them on. The storefronts will usually have these done. Shipping time is what you're to expect from AliExpress. The shipping, it's fairly cheap. And if you look around, you can also find similar deals on Temu. I've seen not the EMR set now, but the multicam set actually can come up on Temu, and it's far cheaper. I think it's like €40 for the set of 3 off Temu. Again, I can't speak for the quality of the Temu version, but I suppose they all kind of come from the same factory, so I'd certainly want to check out the Temu version of it. And as for the fit is good. It's what you expect from Chinese reproduction. So yeah, I would 100% would recommend this. Looks great paired with the Skanda and the 6B45 from the shorts that I posted earlier. I'm constantly wearing these with them plate carriers, and yeah, it completes the look. It just looks good. Again, you have space for plenty of patch real estate space. There's lots of pockets for things that you might need, which you may not want to store in your vest or your belt for whatever reason. So yeah, 100% I would recommend these all day, every day. I get great use out of them, and it's multifunctional. So in summer I can just wear the combat shirt and have a plate carrier on, or what I have been doing is I just have a separate moisture wicking t-shirt, and I wear the shirt with the pants, and the pants are just universal. The pants can be worn for anything. They're great quality for what the price you pay, I suppose. I haven't had any major rips, just general wear and tear. So yeah, 100% I would recommend them. So I suppose with that, thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you had a happy Christmas and a happy New Year to you all. If you like this video, guys, please subscribe, and there'll be more coming. If you have any suggestions or anything you want reviewed or something discussed, please let me know. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of gameplay footage coming here shortly. Make sure you check that out. So if you want to stick around, subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks, guys.